Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, we're going to take a look at a monitor that we've already seen in one of our setups when we reviewed the Samsung Galaxy Fold, but using it as a mobile office solution. We're going to take a look at this OLED monitor. This is from Innocn. It's a 15-inch OLED monitor, 4K capable, and also has a built-in battery. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now this monitor is great for anyone that has to be on the go. So if you're a realtor, a salesperson, if you're a graphic artist, if you're someone who wants to have ultimate mobility, if you're a student and you want to have a great monitor, this is going to be the monitor that you want to check out. This monitor has a 15.6 inch screen. It's 4K running at 60 Hertz. It's a OLED monitor, so that means that the colors are going to pop. Color accuracy is going to be really good. It also is ultra portable, weighing just 2 pounds, and it's 2 inches thick. So this is something that is going to be super thin. Now, it is 100% DCI-P3 compliant, right? So that's going to be important for those of you who want to use it in the graphics space. Contrast ratio, incredible contrast, and you're going to see that as well. A 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 10-point touch, right? So that's also something really important, especially if you want to be able to use it as a touchscreen. And then for those of you who may be using something like this for either graphic editing, video editing, or even gaming, a 1 millisecond response rate. That's pretty good. Now, from a port perspective, you're looking at 2 USB ports, a Type-C, and a mini HDMI. Let's take a closer look. Now in the box, you're going to find several accessories that are going to make this a complete solution for anyone who's wanting to use this in any of the scenarios that we just depicted. First of all, highly recommend that you use the cables that are included, because I actually tried using other cables because I wasn't too much of a fan of the white cables and I wanted to have something that was black. And I noticed that the performance, even in some of the laptops I connected it to, was not what it should be. So these cables really perform really well. So you're going to get a USB right to and you'll notice right here it goes from USB to the mini version, so you can see that connection. And this is the connection that goes to the actual monitor. You'll have 2 USB-C connections. I was using one when I was testing out the Galaxy Fold, and here's another one. And then the other cool thing that you get is you get a charging brick or a power brick. So again, while this has a battery on it that you can use to be self-powered, and not only does it self-power, but it also maintains any kind of your electronics that are connected, kind of juiced at the same time, you do have this little power brick that you can take with you, which I really like. Now, it also includes this little case here, and you may wonder, what is this for? Well, this is for a little towelette that you can use to keep your screen clean. Now, this monitor also includes a case that not only protects the monitor, but it supports the monitor as well. So this is like a kickstand case. So you'll notice that it has a kind of rubberized material. It's kind of a smoke gray back. And in the front here, you basically have the piece that converts into a stand. So all you do is you put it just like this and flip it on the other side, and then this becomes your stand. Now, as we flip this up, we're going to go ahead and try to show you all the ports. And by the way, the monitor also has speakers, which is really nice. Let's put it here in an angle so that we can try to get that in focus. And a couple things that you can see. I think that's a good angle right there. You have on both sides, first of all, you have your HDMI, 2 USB-C ports that you have, and then you have also your controls. So you have your volume rocker here. This is also going to be used for accessing the menu. On this side right here, if we flip this over, you'll see that you have your power button. It almost looks like you have like a giant tablet. And for the most part, it probably is because of the touchscreen capabilities. So what we're going to do next is we're going to see it in action so that you can see why you'd want to consider this as your mobile office solution, or again, it is a great solution if you're having a one-on-one conversation with a client and you're not going to be in a large room and you want to have a personal experience using this monitor. Now in this setup, I'm going to be using my Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 with the USB-C cable to power the monitor and to also deliver the image. It's going to be running DeX. Now, when we take a look at the monitor here, the case, not only is it protecting it by providing this cover, which has kind of like a microfiber material here that protects the screen, but it also doubles as a kickstand. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert it to kickstand mode, and you can see how it converts like that into kickstand mode. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it on the other side. So if I take it, flip it over, and we'll show you what it looks like in the back. Now I have this kickstand. So see how cool that looks? And now we'll go ahead and flip this around. Now I have it in kickstand mode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in to one of these ports, to the USB-C. I'm going to plug in my Fold, and there it powered up immediately. My Fold has recognized it. It's going through the motions, And now DeX mode, I'm seeing DeX mode launch, and now I have my screen up. Now before going through just the overall image quality, I wanted to show you the menu. So we're going to tap here once, and then over here what we can do is we can control the little menu options. So you notice that on the home section, we'll go ahead back, and let's go back a couple of times. So here you have the ability to adjust the brightness, contrast, and volume. You can go to the next one right here and you can determine what kind of mode you're playing in or watching. Again, adjustment of the color, more adjustments that you can work with. Here you have your ports, right? OSD. Some controls here when it comes to orientation. You can actually lock the orientation. I actually have this connected to my main computer as a vertical monitor. That's something that you can do too. You can actually rotate it as well through that menu, but I do that through the software. And the last two settings that you have here are the ability just to reset and then to exit. You'll also notice that you see what your battery level is here on the side. Now let's take a look at the actual image quality and also the fact that this is a touchscreen. Now since this monitor is also a touchscreen, I'm just going to tap right here and you'll notice that I'm not using my fold and I'm able to go from different points to different points and simply interact with this. So this is going to be a great presentation tool. So if you have to be showing a PowerPoint, and we did this presentation a couple days ago, and let's go ahead, let's go into it, and we'll do this one right here. So this is the one that we did for the Samsung Galaxy Fold. What you can do is as you're doing this presentation with someone, or if you're working on something for school, you could just tap the screen. You could go into presentation mode and just swipe. However you would like to do it, all that stuff can be done because it's a touchscreen. Now this is a 4K video that we use to test the projectors on the channel. And you can see how vivid, how dark the blacks are, how vivid the colors are. Everything just stands out so nicely. Having an OLED screen really changes your experience when it comes to creating video, editing video, and gaming too. Now for those of you who are concerned, now for those of you who are interested in what the color quality looks like, look how nicely that pops. Now for those of you that are curious about video performance, what we're going to do is we're going to launch, this was the last video that we launched today. This is for the Jabra version 3, Jabra Elite 3. Let's see how well it performs. And again, this is going to be based off of my Fold, and we'll see how the response is. All right. So again, that is partly to do with the Fold, but then what I'm looking for is how quickly is the image coming up on the screen and how well is it performing, and it's pretty spot on. Now gameplay on this monitor is pretty spectacular. That combined with the Samsung Galaxy Fold gives you a really, really fun experience as long as I make sure I don't crash. So guys, that wraps up our review of the Innocn portable monitor. Again, 4K OLED, fantastic quality, fantastic performance. Highly recommend this monitor for those of you mobile professionals or someone who's looking to get an extra screen. It's the way to go.